Hey guys, Ghost of Grief here, bringing you another OU match, this time with a different monotype team. The last two teams' types were Bug and Dark. Those battles were really close in my opinion. This team's type happens to be Ghost, just chose a random one. Here's hoping this battle is as good or easier than the others. So looking at their team, they might have a few counters like their Tyranitar for my setup, which might be a little annoying. So we're just going to send out Frostlass at first, see if we can get a few layers of Spike set up. I predicted that, so actually Frostlass is sashed. But again, he gets the Sandstorm out, which is kind of annoying, but I really should have seen it coming. So we're going to follow up by sending out my Jellicent and hitting him with a Scald. His Crunch is also disabled now, so he might have to switch. I was hoping to get the burn off, but didn't quite happen. So I guess we're going to switch into Gengar, or Gengar activity, and he is packed with Hidden Power Fire. Super effective. Actually messes up his Ferrothorn. But he did get paralyzed, so that is a bit of a bummer. But it doesn't kick in, and he still manages to outspeed him, thank God. I have seen Ferrothorn outspeed other Pokemon, actually, when they were paralyzed. He brings in a level 1 Aeron. Not quite sure what he's planning to do with that. I mean, I guess it's just there. I'm guessing it has Sturdy also. And again, Gengar's Paralyzed kicks in, so this is getting to get kind of old. So we're actually going to switch out again to Jellicent. Get rid of that Leech Seed for one. I mean, Leech Seed can become very annoying, so we're just going to Scald him. Super effective. Yeah, he held on with his Sturdy like I thought he would. Again, still just really not too worried. Sandstorm plus his Aeron really isn't doing enough damage to actually hinder Jellicent at all because of the leftovers. Again, I'm still a little confused on why he'd bring a level 1 in. And that's the first time I've encountered that. I've heard people talk about it in the chat, but I've never really actually noticed it. So I'm going to poison his Togekiss, actually. Just so it can be toxic. I know it's probably packing Recover. Which I'm really not too worried about. He can keep hitting away with his Air Slash here. I'm guessing that's also a Serene Grace Togekiss. So all of its status effect moves, or moves that have second effects, are more likely to occur. Which is really annoying, I might add. So I'm actually going to switch out to Sableye here, just so my tank doesn't practically die. That would put a real problem on things. So his Togekiss is going to die due to the poison now, which is just fine with me. What he's going to switch out to next, I really don't know. It's actually his Ambipom apparently, which still isn't an issue. I'm going to use Trick and give him a Toxic Orb now. His Ambipom is apparently carrying Acrobatics, which really isn't an issue for me still. So I'm actually going to bring out my Chandelure Flicker, who is carrying Special Specs. Now I'm going to hit him with Hidden Power Fighting. which will actually affect him and his Tyranitar both. So if he switches into Tyranitar, Tyranitar is really threatened, which he actually did. I'm surprised, because I didn't think he would. I thought he'd switch out to his Latios, just for the slight coverage due to the fighting move. But I guess he just wants to sacrifice his Tyranitar, which really is not a big deal to me. That's all he has left now is his Latios, who is Dragon and Psychic, like I thought. And I happen to actually have a counter for that. And it's my Dusknoir, who happens to be carrying Ice Punch. Even if it doesn't really affect him too much, it still helps by dealing that little bit of damage, so that one of my other Pokemon can sweep him, like Chandelure or Gengar, who both have max special attack. But he hits with Draco Meteor, which actually doesn't finish me off, which is pretty funny in my opinion. So now what it comes down to really is who gets to go first, I guess. And he did, and it kills my Chandelure, unfortunately. Now it's actually looking like he may win, so I'm going to switch into Gengar here. If Gengar gets paralyzed or something like that, I'm screwed. The Surf. Oh my gosh, and he does. The Paralyze kicks in, and it ruins this entire match now. But since he's only using Surf... Oh, no, he did use Draco Meteor, so never mind that. And that is game. Came down to my last Pokemon who won with a sliver of health. That rarely happens, my friends. That was an amazing game. I couldn't have asked for a better match for my Ghost team to try out on. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did.